The Gatherings. True crime meets the paranormal. A YouTube exclusive.
Since you've been gone, I've been lost without a trace. I dream at night, I can only see your face. I look around, but it's you I can't replace. I feel so cold, and I long for your embrace. I keep crying. Oh, can't you see? You belong to me. My poor heart aches with every step you take, every move you make, every vow you break. I'll be watching you.
And on this gurney, there was something covered up with a white sheet. And they just pulled the sheet down. And when they pulled the sheet down, I stood there still numb. I went over and I touched April's face. I touched her arms. It was cold. It was clammy.
I mean, how can anybody get to a 10 a.m. meeting on a Wednesday and know what's going on in the county? So we need more transparency and more citizen involvement.
It's time for a change.
Term limits also help cut down on the corruption, too. Our current county judge executive is seeking his third term, and I would like to seek my first term as county judge executive.
This is about people, not politics.
I think a lot of our volunteer fire departments have been stripped of a lot of their tax money, and that's a detriment to the people who live out in the county.
May 19th this year, we need your support to make changes in Floyd County. Tuesday, May 19th in the May primaries. Vote for Debbie Doc Hall in the May primaries. Number 1 on the ballot and number 1 for the people of Floyd County. It's about people, not politics. Paid for by the candidate.
Serving the Appalachian region with high-quality video and audio for television, radio, and social media. This is Slone Media.
And here we are. It is Thursday, the 12th of March, 2026. Learn not to make that mistake again. Hope that you guys are having a good evening.
Oh, I remember that.
God, what a bitching. I mean, good Lord, they didn't leave me alone over there. Yeah, well, I mean, it is me. So, we've had a lot of projects going on, and we did take last week off, yes, because we were trying to get caught up on some things. April, the trailer that you saw for it is just the beginning. It's starting. Reagan is near completion, episode 5 of The Darkest Stories. And let me tell you, this one is going to rattle your soul. It'll rattle your cage. Reagan's voice actually is in this thing. Yeah. Looky right there. You see that? That's chill bumps. That's goosebumps. Let me tell you, it is going, I think the other 4 were okay. I am always a critic of my own, but this one I got to admit, I mean, it's like from start to go, it's boom, 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 boom. It's one thing after another with this. And I'm like, good Lord, this story is going to be, wow.
Well, you've dealt with her in person, so you kind of already
I love her myself.
have that kind of.
I know Lloyd loves her like a case of venereal disease, but
He said that she feels like a refrigerator to him. It's like she's always ice cold bad.
well, there's reasons, and when they hear the story behind it from you, yeah, it is going to it's going to rattle people, because I've not heard you tell. Well, I heard you tell it one version, but great news, we are mediafying Stacia's studio. I'm coming over tomorrow, and we are going to set up her studio to where's we got some new gear in and new stuff for her. I've got new drones coming in, so Slone Media is actually going to wind up doing. I finally got the vision for it that I wanted. I think it's not there yet, but we're going. We do radio, TV, and social media campaigns right now, both video and audio, and stuff for radio. We do that. I've done that crap for 30 years in radio. But we've now expanded to video because we are getting a lot better at it, and we are eventually going to get into. We're looking at billboard designs right now for a special friend of mine, somebody who is running for a certain office, and we are looking at eventually creating websites. I ain't gonna have nothing to do with that, but if you've noticed, the Facebook page Chris Slone Media now has a Facebook page. And what we've got is I had tried to get that thing straightened out for 6 weeks. So Crystal has been coming up and helping, with the AI stuff and, with the scripting and all this other, just giving me a hand because we're getting busier. We need it. And in 5 seconds, 10 seconds, she manages to do what I tried to do in 6 weeks. It's now Chris Slone Media. She walks out here. She said, there you go. It's fixed. And I said, what'd you do? She said, I clicked save. It's no different than what Destiny did with that big $high camera. I couldn't figure out how to operate it. She said, you see the little red button there that says start, stop? And I said, uh-huh. And she said, push that. I love Des. Des is my girl. She is so beautiful. But yeah, I was like, holy hell. I said, so, again, what Steve Jobs said is, I don't bring people into the fold that I'm smarter than. I bring people into the fold that is smarter than I am, and I let them do what they do. Again, case in point, it works. So, a big hats off to Crystal Burks and to Destiny Gullett and everybody else that I'm blessed to have working with me on this project. But yeah, we're going to be kind of like a one-stop shop. And I have found out that a lot of people didn't really, they thought all we did was podcasts because we've never really much discussed it. But I thought, well, let's expand it. And you see the poster work and the artwork that we do, for the digital stuff, for the darkest stories for 606, and the videos that we're creating for them. It's just getting better because I want it to. I'll go back and change something 10,000 times before, and it's just going to keep getting better because Stace wants it better. I want it better. Crystal wants it better. Des wants it better. We all want it to be better. And I can say that it very much is a family affair. Is that Enzy back? Yes. Hey, Enzy. Enzo's back there behind you.
Come here, Choco. He wants in here too.
Who?
Chalk.
Oh, Choco, Count Choco.
Chocolate.
So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff in the mix and a lot of stuff going. And the way that it's going, we're looking now at probably doing one episode of Darkest Stories a month because they do take a while to put together and produce because we've got so many elements involved. And by elements, I mean people. Stace, the voiceover telling the story. She writes a script concerning the story for the particular doll, and I write what we call a segue or a buffer that's into it to get people geared up for it. Then Crystal, of course, is working on AI. We go out, we shoot footage. So there's going to be very little stuff that you see in this one that is going to have anything to do with just still pictures. I'm done with that shit. No. We want live action stuff. And some of it, we're using AI as a tool, not a crutch. AI is just a tool to enhance things. But, you saw some of what you saw earlier, and it's going to be, it's pretty cool. Like my Reaper, the Mountain Mysteries picture thing, swinging that Sith. Or that Sith.
I love hearing that dirt hit that dirt.
Yeah. Well, apparently there's two of them. I call one Fred and the other one George.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, and I was told, oh, they're twins. And I was like, yeah, they're twins. This is about true crime meeting the paranormal. Somebody in the chat room just asked that. And I won't
welcome,
be. Yeah. Welcome in. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you for coming. And speaking of the true crime stuff, let's go ahead and get rolling with this, shall we? Okay, so the first update comes. We're going to be talking just very briefly about three things here, three cases. First one involves something that everybody in the nation is paying kind of close attention to right now because nobody knows really where this is going to go. I mean, how it's going to play out. But we are expecting more surprises to come out of this. I can tell you that right now. But as of this month, the case against former Letcher County Sheriff Sean Mickey Steins for the 2024 murder of District Judge Kevin Mullins is continuing to move its way through the court. The wheels of justice spin slower than a 1976 Ford Pinto. Recent court developments as of this month, judge recusal request denied. On March 9th, which was just a few days ago, Special Judge Christopher Coren denied a defense motion asking him to step down from the case. Now, the defense had argued that Coren's prior social proximity to Judge Mullins, sitting near him at a conference shortly before the shooting, created an appearance of partiality. Coren will remain on the case, at least as of right now. Now, what they're trying to shoot for, the defense anyways, is mental health and the death penalty, trying to get that off the table. Stein's defense team requested a hearing to determine if he has a serious mental illness. Now, this is a strategic move on the part of the defense. Of course, they're trying to keep him alive. They're trying to preclude him from receiving the death penalty if he's convicted to begin with. Now, I don't know, nobody's really talked a lot about this, but there is a civil lawsuit in progress there. A separate civil lawsuit was filed by Mullins' widow, Kim, and that's ongoing. But in January of last year, 26, a hearing narrowed the claims against Mickey to individual and intentional acts. And they kind of just, what they did was to say, this had nothing to do with Stein's office. It had everything to do with Steins himself. So they've dismissed the claims against him in his official capacity. The suit also names several sheriff's office employees alleging that they ignored warning signs of Stein's anxious, paranoid, or psychotic behavior. Now, in the days leading up to the shooting, it was said that he was acting erratic, that he was acting very paranoid, and he had allegedly asked someone in his family if a certain family member was doing okay when they had passed away some years ago. So, now this is heartbreaking, and I'd like to ask everybody to pray for this family. Um, there's this beautiful young lady who was found dead Saturday. She was only 32 years young. Her name was Nikki Duncan, Trishana Nikki Duncan. She was from Garrett, passed away Saturday. Her body was found near the railroad tracks in the Hueysville area of Floyd County. Now, state police and Post 9 and Floyd County Sheriff's deputies are looking into this. The office is. They're conducting a death investigation. Now, as of today, the cause of death remains under investigation pending the results from the Kentucky State Medical Examiner's office. I can tell you that I am friends with some of her family, and you cannot ask for better people. Wonderful people, and God, I pray. I'm praying for you, and I'm asking everybody watching this,
Yeah, I hate that.
to send up prayer. She was absolutely beautiful. She was married to a fellow named Randy Neal. The stepdad was Harold Duncan. Let's see. Her mom was the late Linda Hicks Dixon, and her dad, David A. Anderson. And she's got two beautiful sisters, Lisa Wells and Jennifer O'Brien. And I've known Jen and Debbie and Paul. Of course, Paul, I've always thought the world of him. He was a radio engineer and an on-air talent when I started in my radio career, and that was 30 some years ago. But Paul, it was always a constant. Anywhere he went, he was dependable, professional, and he was just a nice guy, period. He was just a great guy. And Debbie, we called her Red on the air, the redhead. That was her air name. And a very beautiful, very, very beautiful girl, woman, and just a heart of pure gold. So, when I heard this, I reached out to her and I told her that if there was anything that we could do, speaking of me and my extended family with Chris Slone Media and with gatherings and with the Mountain Mysteries and with whatever else that we're doing, I told her, and she was so grateful. The whole family was so grateful. And you can expect an episode coming up on this young lady, because we do believe that this was no accident. I believe, in my own opinion, that it was, what's the word for it? When cowards do, murder. Yeah. Speaking of those things, as of today, March 12th, 2026, there have been some significant updates following the February 26, 2026 pretrial hearing regarding the delay of Amber's murder trial. Yes, Debbie and I are keeping in touch. We work very closely together. I want to see her in office because this county needs change, period. But Special Judge Eddie Coleman has, quote, balanced, end quote, the prosecution need for DNA testing with the defense's demand for a speedy trial. Yeah, they want it over with because the less evidence they got to go up against, the better off it's going to look on him. But if there is a better off. Current trial status, official trial date. The trial date is set for May 11th, 2026. Now, the delay that's been disputed in late 2025, early this year, the Commonwealth requested a delay because the Kentucky State Police Crime Lab is processing 33 additional items found to have had presumptive blood evidence. Now, you're thinking, the Kentucky State Police, why is it taking so long? Let me tell you something. If Louisville Metro and Lexington Metro and any other metro organization kicked in to help the lab, they'd still have a backlog. These things take time. There's not nearly enough people that are properly trained and equipped, well, properly trained anyways, to handle this kind of thing. Or, there's not enough staff there in the lab to do that. I'm hoping that changes. We need more troopers. We need more law enforcement. We need more scientists in those labs doing this kind of work. All of this works together, and they are all equally important. I've got a friend that lives very close to me. He is a detective. And, when I had asked him about this, he was like, my God. He said, you'd think that there'd be a let up in some of this, but there's never a let up. There's never a break. And I say, well, you got assholes like this out there all over the world. So now the delay dispute, like I said, we talked about that. Now, the defense objection is that M.K. McKinney's attorney, Steve Romines, had filed multiple written objections asserting McKinney's right to a speedy trial. He argued that the delay is a one-sided attempt to strengthen a weak prosecution. I'd hate like hell to know what you think a strong prosecution is. I'm sorry, I ain't got nothing for him. And he cited that his client has been subjected to trial by Facebook. Welcome to 2026. Pull real hard. And when you hear that pop, your head's out of your ass.
Yeah, welcome to reality.
Recent rulings and bond releases. We all know the story behind this.
Mm-hmm.
There has been a major shift in the custody status of the primary defendant, who is MK. He was released in December 25. I think it was the 18th. Judge Coleman modified the original $5 million cash bond to $1 million, and I'm not really sure why that happened. I mean, yes, the obvious answer, we all know what that is. I'm not even going to say it. But I don't know that that's the case. Maybe not. I don't know. And there's really been nothing much said about why. But it was $1 million plus $400,000 in cash. McKinney III was subsequently released from custody, pending trial, of course, with monitoring. I'm not exactly sure how much I trust that monitoring, though. The defense requested that home incarceration and electronic monitoring be lifted. Listen to this.
What?
Lifted. Yeah, they want it lifted to make it easier to meet with counsel. Get your happy ass in the car and drive to where he's supposed to be. The IRS is paying 70 cents a mile for travel expenses this year.
Just put him back in a slammer.
That's even better. That's even better.
I can find him easily there.
Throw him back in with Bobo. No, the judge denied that request. Thank you, Judge.
What?
Yeah, he denied the request, to take off the monitoring. The judge said no way in hell. So
that's stupid.
Yeah, the judge in his honor denied that request, and it remains under. And that's exactly right. Well, they said it remains under electronic monitoring. Now, there is, of course, a civil litigation lawsuit. We know that the family of Amber had had a case moving, a wrongful death lawsuit. Arguments were heard in January of this year regarding a lawsuit filed by Amber's family against the city of Prestonsburg and Floyd County. Governmental immunity. Local officials are seeking to have the case dismissed based on sovereign immunity. Basically, what they're saying is, well, you can't hold the city liable for this and that and the other. Well, the family's argument with that is that leadership was warned about the dangers of not having 24/7, 24-hour a day, 7-day a week 911 dispatch coverage, a gap they claim contributed to the delay in finding Amber. I'm sorry, but I got to kind of go with that. I got to agree with that. I mean, this is the whole damn thing about people, not politics. It's the whole freaking thing right there. They're being political, and the family is trying to be people. They are people. Debbie had told me once, she said, and this was in an interview. You can go back and listen to it. It was episode 81, I guess it was, Hope Lives, the audio podcast. When she said, I said, well, what do you see happening with justice for Amber once all of this is, reached its conclusion? She said that she wanted to use that as a platform to help other families and other people who have gone or unfortunately will, without a doubt, go through the same thing. They want to help people. And I can't help but, she had my heart the first time I sat down from her across the table, and so did Missy. I love them both. I consider them both very dear friends because their hearts, my God, their hearts are incredible, and they're in such the right place. And I just to be quite honest with you, if you're around that family long enough, they'll make you want to be a better person. And I'm talking about Gary, Missy, Amber, Brandon. They're just good people. So right now, the government, Enzo's tired of me bitching. He's back here sleeping. Yeah, Enzo does that. I mean, he kind of breathes like a, what is it, a pug? You know, how they
Kind of like a Chewbacca.
Yeah, he does sound a little bit like Chewy, yeah, but he is adorable, and I love him, and I look forward to seeing him tomorrow. And Peanut, who will come at me like a 600-pound Rottweiler, even though Peanut weighs, what'd she go? Something like
About 5 pounds.
5 pounds soaking wet. Yeah, and then of course there's Chaco, who really does go about 100 pounds, about 105 pounds. But Chaco's he's super friendly. We named him Count Chaco. Big chocolate lab.
Clobbery is what he does.
Yeah,
He's
yeah, and he doesn't mean to. He's just like Lenny of Mice and Men. He's great big and he's goofy. And hello, George. Tell me about the rabbits. And then the next thing you know, you're not plumb the hell out.
That's absolutely perfectly. You just got him right on the spot. That's it. That's perfectly him.
We did talk. Well, I don't know about exactly. You know, the only thing I know about what's happening was near Martin, and I saw something the other day. Somebody had sent me something. So Madonna, if you want to send either Stacia or I a message, I'll be happy to talk about it. And you know, here's the thing. I can't say that we're the only county going through this. We're not. Every county around here is just. And I would say it's about every state you go to. So, but Madonna had asked, don't forget what's happening in Martin. And you've got me curious, Sweet Pea.
Well, yeah, tell us about it.
Yeah. Inquiring minds want to know. Love you. So, I do. I love Madonna. She's awesome. I'm going to get her to do me some spray art of my Reaper and put the name Fred or George under it. So, because we've done named him Fred or George. So, Stacia, didn't I send it to you? She asks.
Hang on, let me go look.
I check it on your Facebook Messenger.
Let me looky.
Yes, your email. And
I've had so much going on, I swear.
Well, if you are, if she did, then maybe you can do a little bit of the true crime.
Yes,
stuff.
I will look.
Has Lloyd been harassing you sexually?
Oh my Lord.
Maybe we'll let Lloyd design the websites.
I wouldn't even want to look.
I'd be afraid to ask.
He tore his shoulder up.
It's hot.
So he's down for the count.
Do what now?
He's tore his shoulder up, so he's down for the count.
How did he tear his shoulder up?
I don't know what he's done. He didn't know.
He pulled a muscle or something?
Yeah, well, I think he might have to have surgery.
Well, you talk about that, we'll hit on Reagan. Like I said, that episode is getting closer to done. We're going to mediafy Stace's studio tomorrow with upgraded microphones and stuff like that. And so she and I can actually connect and she can do voiceovers and stuff like that and tell the stories. And you already saw a piece of the April trailer in which one of the scenes was pretty much near completion. And that story is going to, talking about it in an audio podcast is one thing, but actually seeing it is going to be something entirely different. It's going to be heartbreaking, but it's a tribute to her. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So what's going on here with this?
All right. We're on Facebook Live.
What is going on with it?
It's down there in the book.
Evidently, some of the people weren't supposed to be in a city car, was in the car saying they were going to go.
See you in a minute.
Hang on, you'll see. It's all, he explains
Anybody
it all.
watching?
This is crazy.
So I was recently appointed the police chief in Martin.
Congratulations to him.
And there's some things that need took care of. So what I'm dealing with at the moment is a bunch of drunks that aren't even on the fire department have took one of our police cruisers to fire training in Elizabethtown. I think only one of them that was with them was actually a firefighter.
Oh, dear God.
So Pokey's going to get a key to it right now so I can search it.
He goes in on them, too.
If people want to drive police cars, they need to do what police officers do and go through the hiring process, get their backgrounds and everything done. Pass the PT test, go to a police academy.
Yeah.
Ride with a training officer.
Mm-hmm. I have to.
You know, like police officers do. That's my cruiser, the blue one. I'll probably be turning it in later. Sam told me to turn it in. The mayor, Sam Howell, by the way, told me to turn it in, but he was drunk, of course, because that's what alcoholics do is drink. So he probably don't even remember it.
He
Make
did
sure
got
y'all are
pictures of the
sharing this,
text.
by the way.
Oh, okay.
He'll show you those, too.
Hello, Billy. What you doing? I'm on Facebook Live. How's it going? You heard from Sam? I'm looking for him if you see him. I got some stuff for him. Tell him.
Oh, I bet you do.
Oh, y'all want to see some messages I was sent by my mayor while he was drunk? Be glad to share them with you.
You know, I always thought that as a leader, you're supposed to set an example. I must be stupid for thinking that.
Kevin, can you pull up my sick time and vacation time? I'm on Facebook Live.
Well, I'm not doing stuff on Facebook Live now. You can forget that. I'm not doing that stuff. I'm here to do my job.
Well, I need to see my sick time and vacation time. I don't have a problem with you. I love you. You've always been good to me. But the days of Sam treating me like shit just ended because I've been good to Sam and everybody.
Well, I can't blame him. If you don't stand up for yourself, nobody else will.
I want to see what they owe me. That way they can't lie and say they don't owe it to me.
You need to pay back that per diem that you got.
Were you on that trip?
Yep.
Are you a firefighter?
I am now.
You are now because you wanted to go down to the drunk fest in a police car. Are you a city council member?
Are you an idiot? No, I wasn't drunk, and anybody can tell you I wasn't drunk.
Are you a city council member?
You can't get in the classes if you were drunk.
So you had to get on the rosters to go down there to your drunk fest.
Wasn't in a drunk fest.
That's what y'all went down there for, because only one of you was a firefighter.
No, it wasn't me.
Yes, sir. I'm the one that entered the record. You're not on the roster. There's the captain of the fire department. There's the fire
I got
chief.
certificates?
Because the state didn't catch it, but I'll make sure they do.
The days of me being treated like shit in Martin are over.
Son, you didn't talk to the mayor, that's your problem.
The mayor was a drunk asshole.
He wasn't a drunk.
He sure was.
He wasn't drunk.
Oh, yes, he was.
Oh, no, he wasn't.
Sir, I was on the phone with him. He was drunk.
He wasn't drunk when he was trying to call him, and he wasn't
How many
answering
do I
back.
got, Kevin? 206 hours and 80 hours vacation. Thank you.
Anyway, I don't know if you want to keep on going, but it goes on for a while.
Well, that's enough right there. But I mean,
That's what she's talking about, all this.
Yeah. So that's what she's okay. All right. Well, hats off to the guy that did the video thing for exposing this. Look.
Yeah.
You know, you don't fix things by sweeping it under the damn rug. And sometimes, look, I'm pretty sure I'm thinking. Oh, yeah, the mayor is an elected position, isn't it? Oh, well. Now, listen, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you I've never been drunk a day in my life. I've been so damn drunk before. I'm pretty sure I went into the bathroom and instead of wanting to take a piss, I sneezed. I didn't know where I was at, didn't care. But I don't drink anymore, and I've not for some time now, after some really stupid decisions. And I don't want to hear anything about the sheep. But after that's a joke. But I made some decisions that weren't so good and got caught up in them with my kid, and she let me know in no uncertain terms what she thought of it. Matter of fact, she let the whole damn place know because you could hear her. But anyways, I promised her I wouldn't again because I was feeling sorry for myself. It was right after my mom and dad had died. And that's not an excuse. It's a crutch I was using. But anyways, I realized that's not the way that you deal with anything. Point being is, if you are in a position of leadership, which with this whole thing I'm doing now, this media thing I am, I try to set a good example. I try to be the kind of person to work with that Stace loves to work with, that Crystal loves to work with, that Lloyd likes to work with, that my kid likes to work with, that people like to work with and be around, that Debbie likes to work with. I think Debbie would tell you that she's never called me at a time and found me to be drunk or high or anything else. She may think so sometimes because I can be a little goofy, but that's just naturally me. Point is if you are in a position of leadership and any kind of authority, be a police officer, firefighter, whatever, then you really need to think about your actions before you do them. And that includes or anything else.
Read those last two comments there.
Wasn't his girlfriend or his girlfriend found hanging and her family said he was involved? Oh, Stephanie. Steph is opening up some stuff. I had not heard that, Steph. Thank you very much. You and I need to be new buddies. We need to be friends so you can tell me more about this. Yeah. Or you can be friends with Stace. If you're not, you may already be friends with Stace. I don't know. It seems like everybody else, everybody in like, shit, if they live in the Appalachian Mountains, period, they know who
you know how us girls are. We talk, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I've got an idea. I was married, so divorced. But anyways, yeah, we're already at 20 till 10. So, that's our true crime stuff. And Steph, I would be definitely interested in hearing more about this.
Yeah. Tell us what happened.
Now, if you would like, look on up in the comments. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
All right. Well, like I said, I get going and
scrolling back.
Attention to chat. I tell you what, we're going to step out while Stace goes and finds this stuff. And when we come back, we are going to come back and we will have the spirit box session. So be getting ready to open up the doors safely. And anyways, that will be when we come right back right here on The Gatherings right after this.
Chris Slone and Stacia Underwood. The Gatherings. True crime meets the paranormal.
When I was a kid growing up, the words integrity and honesty meant something. I think it did to all of us. It really didn't matter how much money we had, as long as we had friends, and we could dream of being something more, and we had a sense of loyalty. A lot of people feel like those things have been lost, that they've been left behind, with their voices never being heard. Some think justice is something you have to buy, as if it were at a very expensive designer store. The Good Old Boys Network has had their way far too long, lining their pockets at the expense of the very people that are hurting with undeniable pain. It's like sitting in the dark. But you can turn on the light. All you have to do is flip that switch. You have a voice, and you can make it heard. Oh, there's a choice to be made. A choice to make a change that will put the people of Floyd County, Kentucky first. Please support us. We, the people of Floyd County, are asking that you vote for and put Debbie Hall in office as the Floyd County Judge Executive. Then those words, integrity, honesty, and transparency, will mean something again. She's first on the ballot, and the people of Floyd County will come first on getting things done. Because with Debbie Hall, it's about people, not politics. Paid for by the candidate.
And on this gurney, there was something covered up with a white sheet. And they just pulled the sheet down. And when they pulled the sheet down, I stood there still numb. I went over and I touched April's face. I touched her arms. It was cold. It was clammy.
The Gatherings. True crime meets the paranormal. A YouTube exclusive.
And sure enough, we are back. I don't know if it's my internet or the computer itself just acting goofy tonight. It never does this until we actually do this show. When we're on with this, that's when it goes. I know that you've had the same thing going on.
Absolutely.
How is it that you went, I wanted you in the bigger picture there. I don't know how that happened either. So anyways, spirit box session. Do you have rules of the game? Let's, things like, if you want somebody to come through, think about them. Think about the good stuff, the things that made you laugh. And we all have those memories. And,
you can turn it on.
Yeah. But Stace does these things. So she knows all that so much better than I do. And now we're joined by co-host Enzo, who is just rocking his place, living his best life, doing his thing. And that's okay. He is such a cute fella.
He knows mommy has to do this stuff.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I don't know. To me, this is like one of the most popular parts of the show. Um, and to be quite honest with you, even though I understand very little of it, I'm fascinated by it. But I
Spirit
do
boxes.
know. Oh yeah. Well, I'm fascinated by how you do what you do. I do
You just
know.
have to have the right energy.
I do know that I believe it completely because, like I said, I can testify that I've heard Trevor's voice. I've heard.
Oh, I've heard so much stuff. It's
Yeah, it just goes on and on.
crazy.
So, anyways, dear, the floor is yours to run with it. Okay.
Yep, we got it.
All right.
Getting everything over this way, guys. Anybody has anybody that they want to call out to? Start calling it out. Because it's open. You're more than welcome to come through all in love and light. He's there. Is there anybody with us that needs to speak to somebody that's in our chat room? Any family members? They're going to be listening for your voice. If you can use your voice, we'd love to hear from you. It sounded like she said something about he was something on me. What's your name? Can you tell me to the girl? Love you. Something at the dock. Nikki, can you tell us who did this to you? You all know, if anybody knows her and can discern any of these names, let me know. Jason, can you come through for your mom? She's always listening. How you doing? Always listening for you, honey. Could you comfort her? Listen for me, Angie. Can you come through for your mom, Jason? Wow, I mean. Steven, can you come through and talk to Carla? Can you tell her a nickname? I heard, hey, you.
Mm-hmm.
If Stephanie's mom, Mary, could come through, she would love to hear from you, or her brother, Basil. Angie.
I really have a surprised look on my face with this because but every time it happens, it's still incredible to me.
If you can come through in your voice that your loved ones know. My gosh, I'm sorry.
That sounded like pure agony.
Tortures. I mean, just.
It sounded like agony, yeah. Heartbreak.
Could you come through for Carla? Steven. Kayla. Dad. Use your voice and come through for your anyone that's here for you. Nikki, can you tell us who did this to you?
She was such a beautiful girl.
Who's asking for Angie? She's here. Can you talk to her? She's listening. Love. Aunt Judy, Candace is in here for you. Can you come through for her? Come on, Judy. We haven't heard from you in a while. Come on. We're ready to go get some. We're ready to go get some flowers. Deal. Okay, Caleb, did you hear that? Yeah. Jason, was that you? Does anybody else want to come through for anybody that's here in our chat rooms? We're all in this big circle. You can come through and we can hear you. You know you can always come through with me.
Emily.
I heard Emily. This, I heard a whisper. It says to Jen.
To Jen.
What do you want to tell Jen?
Uh-huh.
She loved her. I'm here. Don't be down. James. James, can you come through for us? Yes. Can you tell us who did that to you, James? Hey, Johnny, will you play the guitar for us? Madonna's here. She wants to hear you. Play it for us. Ronnie, are you with us? Steven, Carla wants to know if you come to her in her dreams. Can you come through in your voice for her? I know that would be such a blessing for any of us. Jen is Nikki's sister. Okay. Said, I want her to hear me. That was a guy's voice. I don't know.
I want her to hear me. That's what he said.
I want her to hear me. He said, no, not Jen, something, and I want her to hear me. Who do you want to hear you?
Give us a name, please.
Lee and Bill came through. Does anybody else want to come through for anybody that's with us? The floor is open. Let's see, Roger. When I stayed at the hospital. Roger, if you're out there, Kayla wants to know that what she said to you at the hospital. Did it just say Nikki? Roger, she meant what she said at the hospital.
If it did say Nikki, I missed it. But like I said, it's kind of hard for me to make some of these out.
Yes. Roger, can you come through for Kayla? She would love to hear from you. Aunt Judy, can you tell Grandma that Candace misses her? Yeah. Angie's dad, Q, or her mama, Margie, if you all can come through, she would love to hear from you. She loves and misses you all. One day. One day what? I said something, Stacia.
Seems like,
Jason, are you with them? Are you with your grandparents?
it seems like the older we get, the closer those calls get.
I'll tell you something too. The more emotional the spirit box feels when you're sitting here and it's coming through that old radio box and it just creaking and it's like it's emotional.
Yes, it is.
Stephen, can you come through for Carla? She wants you to remember the holiday that you asked her to marry you. Somebody said he stabbed me in my leg, I thought she said. Or drug me by the leg. Something like that.
Well, every time I go ahead.
Mom, I heard it again, Angela. Amber. Nikki, your best friend Britt wants to know who done this to you. And she said she loves you so much. Nikki, can you tell us who did this to you? Nikki, if you can come through, we would really appreciate it. We'd love to hear from you. We're trying to get justice for you. And you are so very much missed and loved. Something about three. Did you hear that? That was just his country. And she said, I did something and went to the right.
I heard to the
Were you
right.
running and turn right? Jen. There's Jen again.
Can you give the initials?
Nikki, can you give us the initials if you can't give us a name?
I've got an idea. We can either try it
I heard
on
somebody
air.
said they got him.
They got him?
That's what that one just said.
I don't know that any arrests have been made in that one yet.
Mm-mm. Michael, can you come through and tell Carla if your own life was taken by you?
Or if it was an accident.
Can you give me a yes or no if you took your own? Come through in a voice that she knows and give her that answer. My son. Can anybody tell me who did this to Nikki? Give me the first name. Well, we're looking for someone that can. Yeah. Could someone help us? Tell us who did this to Nikki. Somebody said he knew it. Who knew it? Was there more than one person in on this? It's Nikki Anderson Duncan is the female that were she just passed away a couple of days ago in Floyd County.
Saturday.
Was it Saturday that was?
Yep. Found beside the train tracks that run through the area of Garrett and Urysville and all that. Lisa is asking if the person that took your life, Nikki, was male or female.
Male.
That was my assumption.
He did. He did. I heard Davis. I heard. I just heard the name of some drugs.
It has been a while, sweetheart. It has. She said, I haven't seen you in 20 years. I'm waiting on her to say, God, you look old.
Just 20
Well, I didn't
minutes.
think- if I'd known I'd live this long, I would have took better care of myself. That's a good question. Was it more than one person, more than one male? And everybody take a second to read the comment that Chelsea wrote up there. He's under Loke Does Life. Hearing these beautiful souls come through gives me so much hope, especially on these harder days. It reminds me that they're still here, just in a different form. So true.
Well said, honey.
I think that is the very purpose of why we do this, is to maybe, hopefully, give somebody some peace and some comfort and hope.
Oh, I hate to hear that, Carla.
Oh my God, Carla, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. God, this life is hard.
That's for sure.
I mean, it's not without its beautiful moments. But
can anybody tell us what happened to Nikki?
I do believe I do, Leanne. Yeah. Yes, I remember that.
I heard a male voice say beautiful. Yes. It's been a long time. What's your name? Tell me what your first name is. I heard it's me.
Some of us have had Indiana Jones kind of adventures, yeah. We have.
I hope that anybody that's done any call outs, I hope you're getting some answers, because it seems to be really active. I hope it's voices that you all may recognize. It's been like this all day.
You can tell spring's coming. Sinuses are driving me crazy.
Love you, Candace. Hope you feel better.
Kindergarten. Lord. God bless you.
There's Amber again. I heard Mel's voice say, "Hey, Nick," 2 or 3 times.
I don't presume how they know what they know, or like how Nikki would know to come through, or for that matter, Amber, or but somehow they just do. They know. But you know, I'm also thinking in terms of a person that's still in this existence, not the next one. And you've got to change your thoughts completely, your thought process completely, I'm sure. Or at least I would make that assumption anyway. I think so.
I'm sorry, Kayla. I know how hard that is.
I know exactly how hard that is. There's not a day that doesn't go by that I don't want to pick up the phone and call Robin or mom or dad or any number of people.
We were blessed. That's all I can say. We were blessed.
Yeah.
To have him in our life for the time being that we did.
Yeah.
Can anybody else come through before we close the spirit box? Jason, are you still there? You have anything to say to your mama? I don't call out much to Carla. It breaks my heart. But yeah, has she been around? Yes.
She has come in a
All
dream.
the time. She comes.
But there's times I feel her presence. There's times I feel her so strong. Yeah. And then there's times I don't. You know?
She comes around a lot.
Well, she loved you. You know?
No, I love her too.
She just thought you were the bomb.com.
It's rough, you know. I'm always here for you. Does anybody else want to come through for Kayla? Jason, your mom's noticing all the little tricks that you've been doing. Is there anything you want me to tell her? I keep hearing drugs, and I've heard 2 or 3 different drugs.
Okay.
See if we hear again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love you, Madonna. You are too. It's all in what you believe, honey. It's all in what you believe. I'll leave it open for those that want to communicate and can.
Depending upon how you do it, Leanne, I don't think you'd be disturbing them. I think every day that they send us some kind of something to let them know that they're thinking of us, that they're there with us. Did I just hear yes? So there's your confirmation. Love doesn't die just because the physical body dies.
Angela, did you hear that? He said, "Mom, I can hear I can pick his voice out." He said, "Mom, call today." Can you tell me the name of your little friend next door that lived next door to you, Jason? The little boy's name? He misses you. They do. That's some of the strongest that's come through tonight that I've ever felt. This is why sometimes I sit here for hours. And then I'll start writing things down.
Shorty, yeah, I remember him. And a few more that's passed. All of our friends and loved ones back home, they are gone now. So many of them are. Stace, you think that you can reach out to him and see?
Yeah, for sure. We can try. Shorty, if you can come through, and if you need to give us any messages, we would love to hear from you.
Leanne would love to hear from you too.
Leanne is here. She can hear you if you can come through for her.
Yeah.
Or Grace.
I know a Grace. Actually, I know two Grace. Yeah, two people named Grace. Did I just hear a child's voice say dad?
And they just repeated you.
Never ceases to amaze me.
Shorty, can you come through for Leanne? She misses you very much. Is there anything I can tell her for you?
I would imagine so, Carla.
Jason, can you watch over your sister? Your mom has been worried about her. Kate. Bub. I've heard Bub about 3 or 4 times. Does anybody else want to come through before we close up the spirit box tonight? If you have a loved one that's listening or that's with us here in the chat room, you can come through for them. They can hear you. I love you. That little muffled female voice.
No, it's miss hearing from girl Summer.
Oh man, that's gonna be another. There's gonna be that Guthrie lady.
Yeah. It's never ending. It's never ending. It never ends.
Summer, can you come through for me?
That girl was so beautiful, so sweet. We are on here live every Thursday. Well, almost every Thursday night at 9 o'clock, Leanne. Yeah, so if you would subscribe to the channel and then click notify, I think it is, or get notified. And we always post something on here, or we try to anyways. At least a few days before we go live, just as a reminder. And then when we go live, there's a few minutes for you to join in after we go live. Because we're normally running promos or something like that to let people know what's coming. Yeah, every Thursday at 9. So But I'd like to address something that Madonna was talking about. She said about getting the spirit box in Gettysburg and that she'd never felt something so heavy or sad. Yeah, I get that. And it completely makes sense to me because that was one of the most difficult battles and one of the hardest battles, the bloodiest battles of the Civil War. And it went on for 3 days. There was so many hopes broken, so many dreams shattered, so much love that would never really reach its intention in this life. There was so much tragedy. And that's what war is. It's tragic. It's tragic. So yeah, I completely get that. That is one place that I have never been, but I would like to go just to pay the respects.
Me too.
But I was on the verge of saying I guess it was a war that was needed, but I can't really say that. I don't think that any war is needed. I don't know, but it's a war that happened. Whether it was, I just think honestly, I just think it's a waste. War is a waste. But anyways, what happened, and I get why that. I can imagine it did. Carla's talking about it, and talking about how, and people are talking about how heavy and sad it is. This life is freaking hard, but that, excuse me, that's why we have each other and to lean on each other. I don't think that we're here to get money, houses, cars, and those things are all nice and they're fine and well, but I think that we're here for each other and to help each other. Yeah, Carla said even kids were mostly silent there. I get it.
Yeah.
I can completely get it. It would be kind of like walking the beach at Omaha or Normandy. Countless lives and potential shot down, ruined.
Let's go.
Enzo is just living his best life. He's doing his own. Enzo does that. Yeah, that's
what are you doing down there? That's Conway Twitty and Devil Lance Hatfield right there.
Mm-hmm.
One little sugar booger face.
I don't think that we're here to get things. I think that we're here to give things, and one of the biggest things that we can give is love.
That's right.
I think that that is something that is a big lesson that a lot of people still need to learn.
Yeah.
That was a big lesson that Robin taught me. That was a big lesson that my mom tried to teach me, my dad. My mom, very much so. My dad was more of a foot the ass kind of thing, but mom was very much she said, if we're not here for that, then tell me what we're here for. And I finally got it, but again, too late. So now I use what I have learned to try to help others in some way, whatever way that is. But it is, and nature, to quote a line from a cutscene in one of the Rocky movies, when the character was thinking back to when he was talking to Mickey, he said, nature is smarter than people think. Little by little, it takes away the people and the things that we love until finally one day we said, oh, what the hell am I living around here for? I got no reason to go on. We all get that way at some point, I think. But remember, gift that God gave us, a gift, one of the many, is life. And I don't think that it's up to us to take our own. But I do believe, and I also think that this is a great big reason why we don't hear a lot on this box particularly, or many other spirit boxes, from people that have been gone on for some time, because the people that they love and the people that they missed are with them now. So there's really no reason for them to hang around here. Now, there are exceptions to that rule, yes. You hear stories all the time, because I watch a lot of ghost TV. I love ghost TV. And I like it because it continually reinforces the idea that there is hope. And, because this life does go on. I get it, Carla. I would too. I'd cry over and over too. I get it. But it does go on. Just because this physical body breaks down and it dies doesn't mean your essence is who you are. It doesn't. It goes on. Remember a rule of physics. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transformed. It can only change. That's physics. And it's true. The soul is eternal. There's a reason why the Bible tells us to rejoice at death and mourn at birth. And we do the exact opposite. But we're people. God gets that, I think. Life is a blessing. Madonna's right. It absolutely is. But I can tell you, I mean, even though I'm in no hurry for it, I'm not really afraid of dying. I don't think it's something to be feared. I think it's a natural part of life.
Right.
But man, I tell you what, you let somebody lose somebody they love, and you try telling them that, you could be cruising for a bruising. Because when people are hurting like this, and I get that, I've been there, you don't want to hear that. All you want is them back. But I'll never forget what a pastor told me at my mom's memorial service. He said, would you rather have her back the way she was? Or would you rather rest easier knowing that she is in the arms of God and she can breathe? I had to tell the truth. I said, I'd rather she be with God. And she can breathe, she can run, she can jump, she can go where she wants, yeah. And it wasn't 2 days later, I walked into my townhouse and her perfume, Vanilla Fields, smacked me right in the face. I don't have Vanilla Fields in the house. There's two guys that live here, my brother and myself. And I waited and I waited and I waited to hear from Dad. And had a few dreams here and there. But now, dreams, I mean, how do you tell if they're just a dream, if they're just your subconscious, or how do you tell if it's really them trying to reach you? I asked somebody that knows a lot more about this than I do that question, and what they told me was if it's an incredibly vivid dream, one that you can't forget, more than likely it was them. Stace's had dreams about my mom, about she and Mom talking, because Mom always loved Stace. I think everybody that knows her loves her. And then with Trevor, there was that night right here on this show that he came through, and my God, you could not miss his voice. He had a very distinctive voice.
I still have it.
Yeah. And then there was Ollie. He came through, I think, on that same show, wasn't it, Stace?
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, they're still with us. It's just in a different way. And I do believe that. 110%. And, and I'm really addressing this right at Leanne. Sweetheart, you're not disturbing them. Feel free to talk to them. Look, you and I have known each other for a while. I really don't give a shit what anybody thinks. So if somebody thinks, well, he's talking to himself. Yeah. Stay in your own lane. Let me do my thing. So.
Love you, Madonna.
Feel free to talk to him. Reach out to him. Talk to him. Whoever it is. Anytime you want. And I guarantee, and it may not be right that very second, but within, I'd say, a day or maybe a couple of days, you'll get some kind of a sign acknowledging they heard you, because they do hear you. You know why? Because they want to. Because they love you. They love you too. Try it and see. What have you got to lose? Won't cost you a single cent, I promise. Won't cost you a nickel. I talk to Robin all the time.
Me too.
I talk to Mom. I was talking to Dad just the other day because it seems like I may just about have my Harley sold. And I don't think he would like that. But I was telling him why. Yes, so many are gone, baby. Baby, we're going to deal with ghosts all our life. All of our life, we're going to deal with them. The ghost of our memories.
That's true.
The ghosts of heartache over losing them. But let me tell you this. All your exes, all of them, I get it. I do.
Me too, Kayla.
I lost one I'm pretty sure I would have wound up marrying. October 7th. But I keep hearing her voice in my head, that little squeaky voice. It's okay to rest, but don't you quit. That woman believed in me when I never believed in myself.
Yeah, she was awesome.
Yeah. But yes, reach out to them and tell them you love them. Tell them you miss them. Nobody, and who gives a shit what anybody thinks? Because I'm telling you, you will feel them. It works. But anyway, thank you, sweetheart. We're on here every Thursday night, and I hope you'll be a part of it with us.
It's our little family.
Yeah. There's not a day that goes by I don't think of her. And that big smile. And her, as she put it, blonde moments. She had one or two of those. And God, I miss her cooking. Oh, man. Whew. That woman could, oh, Lord, she could lay a hurting on it. But if anybody ever made me believe in love, it would have been her. Yeah.
Yep.
It's true, Kayla. It's never the end. It's a natural part of life. But yes, subscribe and like, if you will, and get notified. But we're on here every Thursday. And while you're on here, I know it takes me 2 hours to watch 60 Minutes, but I just posted episode 4 of The Darkest Stories. And of course, after we do get it done and it airs on here first, episode 5, Reagan and all that stuff. And that's a really good way to get caught up. And I think that these things stay on YouTube for quite some time. So you can actually go back and watch other episodes and watch just exactly how goofy we can be. Yeah. Crystal, I really don't know what you're saying, but she said glasses, purple, yellow, diamond. Okay. Oh, maybe she's talking about Stacia's glasses?
No, I think it's like an emoji or something. And then on YouTube, whenever you put it on,
okay,
it comes up and it just types out.
That's okay. That's an emoji. Crystal probably thinking, good God, is he smoking crack again? Oh, okay. So, anyways, no. Tonight it's cocoa and not cocoa leaves, which is what cocaine is made of. Staying away from that. Yeah, she did, Chills. She always found the good in people.
Yes.
Loved hard and believed in people even when they didn't believe in themselves. She was a cheerleader, yep. I felt like I had my own little cheerleader with her. Yeah. But we will be back on, as far as I know, with another episode next week, good Lord willing. Hopefully trying to make things a little easier, maybe a little better, maybe get a smile here and there, and maybe giving some kind of hope. If somebody had told me I was going to wind up doing this one day, I would have laughed them plumb out. But then again, when I was in high school, somebody told me I was going to be in radio, I'd have laughed them plumb out. It's like my mom used to say, if you want to make God laugh, tell him about your plan. So.
Good night, Kayla. Love you.
Yeah. Well, Stace, you and I
Yes, love.
We have a date tomorrow, baby.
I'll be here.
Pucker up them sweet lips, baby. Give Daddy some sugar. Was it Bruce Campbell? I love him. He was in The Evil Dead.
Yeah, he's great.
God, he was awesome. But baby, I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. And we will get things set up and get it going. Remember, all I require is a sandwich. Oh, there's Choco. He shows up at the last minute. Isn't he pretty? He's the
best. He is the best. That's my bed buddy right there.
He's awesome. Choco is just so cool.
He thinks he's about 2 pounds, guys. He's about 120, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd say every bit of it.
And when he runs into you, you'll know it.
Funny how that works. Peanut, who is a little miniature weenie dog, thinks that she is like a 500-pound Rottweiler, and she's like 5 pounds. And Choco thinks he's
him.
Huh?
She beats him up.
I know. She fights him. I've watched it. I've seen it happen. And Enzo lives back here with popcorn, loving every damn minute of it. These dogs, I'm telling you, they're more people than some people I know. Yeah, we love you guys too. I hope that you all have a great evening and an even better weekend. And remember, do us a favor and tell some friends about it. And if you got any friends that own businesses that want, well, you've seen some of the ones we've done for Debbie so far, and I'm just getting started. This is something I love doing. And it's not, just the creation of the videos and stuff that I love doing. I love helping people who want to help other people.
Love you, Chills.
Yeah. So that being said, we'll step out and we'll say goodnight and that we love you all. And Stace, I love you very much, baby girl.
Love you too.
As always, we love you. May God bless you. Stay serious.